Welcome back. Let's continue to this now. Concerns around child safety and underage drinking have come sharply into focus following the circulation of a disturbing video showing children consuming alcohol in the presence of adults. Now, the Eastern Cape Department of Social Development has since condemned the incident and deployed social workers to investigate. Joining us now to unpack the department's response and the broader child protection implications is the department's spokesperson, Mpumzi Zuzile. So a very good afternoon to you. Well, I've seen the video. We know that it is illegal to sell or even supply alcohol to anyone under 18 in this country. As we get your reaction, can you also confirm to us where the investigation currently stands and what social workers have found so far in this particular incident?
Our social workers are still out in the field. We've received a few links of where this might have happened. We have dispersed social workers around the Ingcobo area. However, we have not received a concrete information from social workers. However, as I've said earlier, we have dispatched actually our social workers in all our 9 districts in the province to check where this might have happened. Even though the link is saying now it's Ingcobo, but we are not ruling out that it could have been somewhere else because there hasn't been any confirmation. However, the MEC is quite shocked by this incident and has urged communities out there who knows where this might have happened to please come forward so that we are able to protect those innocent children and actually bring to book the alleged perpetrators and the parents who are seen in this video not condemning the kids from consuming alcohol, instead cheering them on.
Yeah, I mean, some of the comments that you read on social media, some people saying that this is nothing new to the Eastern Cape province, which is quite shocking in itself. I mean, I remember a video that circulated about parents who were supplying some form of drugs to a 4-year-old. They were immediately arrested. The video appears, as we are talking, to show these adults normalizing alcohol consumption. How big a problem is this normalization in the Eastern Cape province, would you think?
As you are saying, these are separate incidences, and we haven't received much reports about underage drinking. However, we can confirm that we do have a problem of substance abuse among teenagers over the age of 18, going up to the youth up to 35. We are spending quite a lot of money. The department has set aside, I think, close to 80 million rands to curb programs to deal with substance abuse, drug abuse. We are spending money in rehab centers for teenagers who are addicted to substance abuse and drugs. So it is quite of a problem with teenagers. But as I'm saying, we haven't received, this is like, as you are saying, probably the second incident where minors are involved. And we are ensuring as a department that we nip it in the bud. And one of the recommendations that we are doing as the department currently, our social workers are not going alone to these areas. They are accompanied by health practitioners together with members of the police, so that if we do confirm the household, we are able immediately to check on the child. If the child is in good health, we also have a social worker to do psychosocial evaluation to ensure that the child is in good state. And we do an evaluation whether the child is being actually abused or abusing alcohol, so that if that is the case, we are able immediately, with the help of the police, to arrest the parent and to also take the child and place that child in a place of safety. So that is the action that we are doing currently as the department.
Yeah, it is quite surprising that you're saying that you have not received any reports of minors, consuming alcohol, particularly in the Eastern Cape province. I mean, we know and we've seen with, how children have been caught drinking at taverns. We have that in Yobeni Tavern, as just but one example. In this particular video, we saw children, some 10 years old, some, I would imagine, 7, 6 years old, holding these drinks, and it would seem as though it's some form of approved social gathering with parents. So as the Eastern Cape Department, particularly in your department, do you have proactive interventions that you are taking, particularly during this time where we know and where we have seen children supplying alcohol to children, or adults supplying alcohol to children?
Yes, we have programs as the Department of Social Development. Beginning just at the end of November, we were in Maletswai, where we were launching our festive season campaign, where we have discovered that there are quite a number of young people. I don't know whether probably you heard me properly earlier. I was saying we haven't received reports of minors, but we have a problem. We are acknowledging there is a problem with substance and alcohol abuse among teenagers and young boys and girls. So we are working. We have quite a number of programs. We've put aside over 80 million rand as the department for programs to curb substance abuse amongst the youth. We have programs at schools, at universities that we are holding together with Department of Education and the Department of Health to curb this problem of teenage abusing substances and drugs.
I appreciate your time, Mr. Zuzile, and of course we do understand and appreciate that parents also have a responsibility over their children, so do communities. But thank you so much for that. We'll obviously catch up with you in terms of what your social workers were able to uncover. That is the department's spokesperson, Mr. Mpumzi Zuzile from the Department of Social Development in the Eastern Cape.